Hello and welcome to episode 2 of J. Kahlo Racing's Formula V series. In this episode, we're going to be pouring a custom foam seat insert for my 1975 Caldwell D13 Formula V car. If you saw in the last video, we showed that the current seat for my Formula V car is not much in the way of safety. It's basically just a single piece of fiberglass that fits within the seat between your body and the fuel cell. I wanted something that would be more comfortable and safer for when I get on the track with my car. And that's why I got the BSCI seat insert kit from HMS Motorsport. BSCI is based out of North Carolina, and they've implemented the use of EIS W50 SFI 45.2 approved foam for their seats. Now this is a liquid pour foam that you pour into a bag and it molds around your body. And because of that, it offers you a perfect replication of your body, unlike other materials like foam beads, which are solid in nature. Additionally, EIS W50 is self-extinguishing inherently, so it provides the best fire protection as well. And that's why I decided to go with the BSCI seat insert kit, as well as the fact that it comes with all the tools required in the box ready to go. Now what you saw us doing there was cutting the foam inserts, or the flat foam pieces that are going to form the exterior of the seat insert. We were cutting those to size. Now what we're doing is laying down the plastic bag that the foam is actually going to be poured into onto those double-sided tape pieces that you see across the center of the seat. That double-sided tape, as well as the bag and those foam inserts, are all provided in the kit from HMS Motorsport. So we are just very carefully pressing the bag onto the seat, making sure that we don't have any pieces that are bunched up, making sure we don't have any major wrinkles or anything like that, because all those things are going to be reflected in the shape of the seat once we pour the foam into it. So we just went back quite a few times and made sure we were really thorough, pushing the bag flatly onto the seat. And that's what we're doing here. Once we finished pushing the bag onto the double-sided tape, then we had to reinsert those foam pieces that we cut to size earlier into the bag. Those are going to form the exterior shell of the seat insert, or the part that's actually going to go up into the fiberglass seat insert that I have right now. So we just press those to size and then push the bag again flat, because that will be the top side of the bag, or the top side of your seat insert. I then put my racing suit on so that it would mold to the correct proportions on my body, and sat in the car. We spent a lot of time once I got into the seat making sure that the foam pieces were in the right position and that the bag was sitting flat on top of those foam pieces and in the correct form of the seat. You only get to pour the foam once, and it is not a cheap kit either, so it's definitely something that you want to do right, not do twice. So we spent a lot of time, as you can see, just moving around, making sure the bag was flat, pressing foam pieces together. And then once we got it into a shape that we liked, I sat still and waited while my mom went and mixed the chemicals together. Now, the kit comes with two chemicals, a Part A and a Part B. You mix the Part A for about a minute, and then you mix the Part A in with the Part B for about 10 seconds, and then pour that into the seat. So that's what my mom did back there, and now she is pouring the foam into the seat. You pour it onto the back of the seat, not onto the back of the driver. There you see me just lifting my body up from the bottom of the seat for a little bit so the fluid can fully go through the bag down towards my legs. I'm also leaning forward a little bit right now. As the foam rises, I'm going to lean back into my final seating position. But you're able to start seeing now the foam rising a little bit to the left of my arm and around my back. And down near the legs, you'll see the bag start to expand. That's just the natural expansion of the foam as it happens. And you want to sit there and wait in position for that foam to expand for around 10 minutes, and that's when you get out. While we're waiting for that foam to cure, I want to take a second to thank our very first sponsor, Triple J Property Maintenance. Triple J offers general property maintenance including weekly and bi-weekly mowing, spring and fall cleanups, plowing, hardscaping, patios, fences, land clearing, driveway installs, and much, much more. So if you have any property maintenance needs, make sure you first reach out to Triple J Property Maintenance, located in Milan, New York, but offering services throughout all of Dutchess County and Columbia County. Make sure to check out Triple J, and now back to the episode. So at this point, I've been sitting in the car for nearly 10 minutes. So in a few moments, we're going to get out, as you see right here. And the mold should be hardened. Not hard so much that it's brittle, but hardened so much that it won't change shape as you get out. And then you leave it in there for an additional 10 minutes to cure. So I skipped ahead, and now we're going to take the bag and detach it from the double-sided tape in the fiberglass seat. Some of the foam did seep in through the metal roll bars and around those shapes, which kind of held it in there and made it a bit difficult to pull out. But we were just careful not to tear any of the foam and to press out any of the pieces that were stuck, and ultimately we were able to get the bag out and remove that double-sided tape. Now you'll see I'm going to take the actual foam insert out of the bag for the first time. It molded really well. The shape during the center really, filled in, so it'll be able to hold me in together. I did have a little bit of trouble getting the liquid to come up on my right side, but that shouldn't matter all too much because the fiberglass seat really does have a good amount of bolstering to hold me in there. And I really more so needed the insert for upper back support, and then to keep my legs in place where they were. So now what you're seeing is us taking a turkey cutter, for lack of a better word, that does come with the kit as well from HMS Motorsport, to cut off those end pieces or those bulbous pieces that kind of spread out into the roll bar. As you see while we're test fitting it, we still can't even get it to seat properly because of those bars. We're just using sewing chalk to mark the areas that we're going to cut, and then going back with the cutter, cutting it off, placing the seat back in, and then repeating over and over again until we have the seat at the final trimming size that we need. I'm just showing a little bit of that right now because the process did end up being a pretty extensive one. Not necessarily complicated, just time consuming, taking it out, checking it, putting it back in, checking it again, taking it out, cutting, and then repeating over and over again. Definitely worth it though, because as the insert kind of fell into place, I could really feel how much more support there was already in the car. I mean, it's night and day between the hard fiberglass and the body molded foam of the BSCI kit. So you're going to see right here, we place it in for 1 or 2 more test fits, and then I'm going to cut ahead to our final product when we have it all trimmed out to the point where we officially want it. And that is what you see right here. I'm going to take this out now and put it to the side, And in the next episode with the seat insert, we're going to look into covering the insert with the Carbotech fabric that came with the package, which is a fire retardant fabric. Now what you see I'm doing here is just using a chisel to scrape off the foam headrest padding. I don't believe that was a fireproof foam, and it was a very small pad that really didn't fit my helmet size. So we're going to be replacing that with SFI approved impact foam that I will show once again in a later episode. Thank you all so much for making it to the end of this episode. If you want to see more content, please remember to like and subscribe to J. Kahlo Racing. And I just want to thank you all and have a wonderful day.